After a road loss against the current #1 team in the nation, the Indiana Hoosiers have found their stride, besting 3 straight ranked opponents to start the home slate on a high note. Today, the Hoosiers welcome a familiar face to Jerry Yeagley Field in David Gifford and the VCU Rams, where VCU will look to upset a #4 ranked Indiana team that is down one of their top offensive players. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Bloomington, Indiana, on a rainy day for soccer between two talented squads. Luke Hallett alongside Eddie Cotton and Mary-Kate Hamilton. And Eddie, we didn't know if we were going to get this game in.
Yeah, I woke up pretty scared looking at the weather forecast, but the weather is clear for now. It could get rainy, but no matter what, you got two good teams on the pitch.
And now for a little more on these two teams, we send it to the third member of our team, Mary-Kate Hamilton.
Thanks, guys.
For getting the three-peat. But aside from a late goal by the Wake Forest Demon Deacons, Indiana has played very well this season. They look to try and get the Quest for 9, the 9th national championship. This Indiana squad, talented and deep. Andrew Gutman named Offensive Player of the Week. More on him in a little bit. Trey Muse, Defensive Player of the Week last week. And for this VCU Rams team, they look to get to the NCAA for the 4th time in program history. Last year, a double bye before they were bested by the Butler Bulldogs, 3-2. VCU now trying to string a couple of passes together, get something going, but Indiana maintains the ball. And we talked about it a little bit beforehand, before the broadcast, that VCU, they like to try and emulate the playing style of IU, and that's for a very specific reason with Coach Dave Gifford.
Of course, Coach Dave Gifford used to actually be an assistant coach here at Indiana. Back in 2010, he actually was the assistant coach alongside Yeagley and left over to go to Akron with former IU men's soccer alum Coach Caleb Porter. But he plays a very similar style to Indiana in the way that he wants to possess the ball, focus on defense, and it'll be interesting to see if that changes a little bit today because Indiana is a very talented squad.
Plenty of talent on both sides. VCU losing 3 of their top 4 goal scorers last year, including the A-10 Offensive Player of the Year. Santos, that player, leading the team with 12 goals and 29 points as Indiana looks to strike first early. On the far flank, stringing together a few passes, but Virginia Commonwealth able to regain possession. And that can be difficult, really, having to lose 3 of your top 4 goal scorers. This is a senior-laden Indiana team, but VCU now starting to try and rebuild from what was a very talented squad last year.
Yeah, and it's been an interesting transition, according to Coach Gifford, because Haji has really been their star, and last year he was more of a facilitator. He was part of that fearsome foursome up top, and now he's the guy, and he's adjusted well, of course, being A-10 Offensive Player of the Week.
Ball dropped off for Pancho. Indiana looking to possess the ball, but it's the Virginia Commonwealth defense that comes up strong. Both sides like to possess the ball, like to try and maintain possession for as long as they can. They want to try and keep the ball on the foot, string together some quality passes, make some quality opportunities. And we've seen it in the past. VCU really is a second-half team just from a pure statistical standpoint, really outshooting a lot of their opponents and outscoring more in the second half, and that could be a motif in today's game.
Yeah, you're going to look to this team potentially making some adjustments in the second half that'll be crucial because Indiana is such a talented team.
Here comes Pancho inside the box, looking for an opportunity, but there's VCU to snuff out the chance. Ball last knocked off a Hoosier. Forward over there is going to be Bisaka Biombo. And if that name sounds familiar, Eddie, well, you might know a certain Bismack Biombo.
Yeah, that's his brother. He plays basketball for the Orlando Magic, and I was completely overwhelmed when I found out that that was true and that was factual, that they are related. So I wonder how the playing style is for Biombo. He is not as tall as his brother, only 6'2". Brother is about 7 feet tall. Of course, there are no free throws in soccer, so he won't have those abilities. And you can't dunk either, but we will see how this works out.
Maybe he's able to put a head on the ball, able to elevate up similar to his brother Bismack, but a interesting storyline there with the two Biombo brothers as Indiana looking to strike for the first time. Ball up, and it's going to be knocked out of play. Indiana will get their first corner kick of the day, and corners were something that favored really the opponents against VCU. This will be the 21st corner kick against the Rams this season. VCU's only taken 13, and that's an area where Indiana might be able to make something happen, set pieces.
Todd Yeagley loves his restarts, man. That's all. I'll tell you that all the time.
So Indiana getting their first restart of the day. It'll be Gutyard taking this one, plays it in. Header on the ball, but nothing going. This one will roll all the way out, and it's going to be a goal kick for the Rams.
The intent of that one was, of course, for Timmy Mel, who got his head on that one. And the Hoosiers really have a few options in the box for these corner kicks. You look at Timmy Mel, he's got his height. You got Jack Mayer as well, who's very tall. But the big option, apparently, has been Andrew Gutman, who scored a beautiful header off a corner kick last game here in Bloomington, where he rose, I think, higher than Bismack Biyombo jumps. Like that, he was up there.
And I remember you asking him media availability, did you know you could jump that high? And he said he could. He said he knew he could jump that high.
Well, I asked Trevor Swartz, actually, after the game itself, and I asked him the same question. Did you know Andrew could jump that high? And he honestly just said no. I really didn't think that was possible. So
he was up there, that's for sure. Foul on the Hoosiers, first of the day.
That's what dreams are made of, Luke.
His head was practically near that crossbar. It was insane. The Rams looking for something. They have a chance here. And that one is skied well out of play. Trey Muse will remain stationary on the ground, the first goal kick of the day for Indiana. And those might be the opportunities for VCU where you possess that ball a little more and maybe try and put another cross in. Could be something better.
You see, he had no help, though, in the box. No runners to his right. You have to look for more opportunities like that for VCU. You need runners in the box. You need someone that can get that low cross and get it by Trey Muse, because you're not simply going to get by Trey Muse on a 1-on-1.
And that's been really a storyline from the Indiana defense, not only this year but in years prior. They really can defend, and as soon as that ball gets in the box, several different defenders swarming.
Yeah, they like to attack, and they have so many talented forwards and attackers with the ball. So defensively, it almost seems like they scramble at the last minute sometimes, and they're yet so effective. Coach Yeagley was talking about Reese Buckmaster the other day, and Andrew Gutman actually said he thinks Reese Buckmaster is the best right back in the nation, and that's because he is probably the best at being able to run back there when they need him.
Here comes Biyombo. This ball will roll out, and a goal kick for Indiana. Indiana, their best opportunity so far. Ball played into the box. It's Sikera again, but right to the foot of Spencer Glass. Glass again puts up a shot. Sikera can't get it, and the Hoosiers score. Indiana intercepting that pass. They'll play it off. Here comes Renix. One defender to beat. He's got the speed. Renix, a shot. He gets it by Sikera. Absolutely electric, and the back flip to boot.
And continuing to tick down. This probably one of the final chances Indiana will get. Let's see what Mason Toye does with it.
The crowd on their feet. Mason Toye plays it in. He's going for the goal. He has it! Mason Toye heads it! Indiana remains undefeated on the season. It's Mason Toye, the hero.